All right, counter punch boxing. Look, I guess the immediate reaction video. I had to wait a day. I had family and stuff in last night. Everybody's gone, so I finally got a chance to hop on YouTube. But look, guys, look, we need to reflect, take a moment of silence. It looks like we've been exposed. I've been exposed. What am I gonna do? Shut my channel down? Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Okay, look. Here's the thing. We got to set the record straight. First of all, Gennady Golovkin fans, hold your head up high. Canelo fans, hold your head up high. Both guys, I mean, just put forth a great performance. And, me personally, I'm incredibly proud of both. But let's get into it. Look, I've probably made 20 videos explaining why I think Canelo is going to win by decision. I literally changed my prediction at about 5 o'clock last night. What was it, like 3 hours before the fight? I'm going back and forth in my head. And I've been explaining to you guys, since July, right? June, July, whatever the hell it was, why I think Canelo is going to win by decision, okay? In great detail. Like, I'd probably made about 40 videos. And then I had Golovkin winning. I switched it over. Okay, it's a very tough fight to predict. Now, like I said, everything I said in my prediction video actually happened. I said you're going to see a Canelo you've never seen. I said Golovkin, he's going to work the jab like he did in the Jacobs fight. Okay, happened. Fact. I said Golovkin will hurt Canelo at some point. Fact. Right? It happened. I said it's possible Triple G is going to get old overnight. And I think it happened, okay? 4 months ago, I said he was looking old, not himself, flabby, and I'm a little bit concerned, okay? And it happened. Like, if you go back and listen to everything I told you, everything came true, like 99.2% of what I said. No one can get it 100% right. At the end, I had Golovkin winning, but was I wrong? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Let's get into it. I'm gonna create like a little bit of suspense for you guys. We'll see. Okay, we will see. Now, I said if Canelo can throw over 40 punches, then he could win the round, right? Remember I told you guys, he averages like 47, 48 punches per round. I said if he can throw about 40 punches, they're going to give him the round, okay? And by the way, I could probably list 20 or 30 more things that I said in my prediction video, and each and every one of them was like 100% dead accurate, okay? But the only thing anyone will focus on, okay, the only thing anyone will focus on is that I eventually flipped at the 11th hour and had Golovkin winning by decision. But like I said, I think I got it right. And I'll go ahead and say it flat out. I think Golovkin was robbed, okay? It's a robbery. It's a robbery, people. It's a robbery, okay? I hate to be that guy. I hate to be, the whistleblower, but it was a robbery, okay? Plain and simple. I could have just said that. Just say it was a robbery. Hey, counterpunch boxing, it was a robbery. Bye. It was a robbery, okay? Now, I'll tell you, I had the fight a draw going into like 10, 11, somewhere in there. But then, you know what? I reflected, I thought about it, and I edged it. I mean, I squeaked it, edged it to Golovkin, maybe by 1 round, okay? I edged it to Golovkin by 1 round. Now, I want you guys to know. And I'm going to, look, here, you're going to look me dead in the eye, Canelo fans. The thing is, look, I give Canelo 100% credit, 100% credit to Canelo. He did what Abel Sanchez wanted him to do. He came forward, he stood his ground, he traded punches. He did exactly what they wanted him to do. So, I can't really take much away from Canelo because last night, Canelo wasn't the problem, okay? So to the Golovkin fans out there, look, I'm a fan of boxing, just plain and simple. But if it's okay if you like Golovkin and that's what brings you to the sport of boxing. To you guys, Canelo really didn't do anything wrong in this fight. He did what they asked him to do. Okay, and I think Golovkin looked old, tired, worried, but I still think he won, okay? Although he looked a little old, a little tired, I still believe he won the fight. Now, the commentating from HBO was absolutely god-awful fucking atrocious, okay? They literally broke down every little single thing Abel Sanchez said or did in the media. You guys I had a 7-hour pay-per-view. I watched it for 7 hours. I have it recorded. So there's a lot of stuff you guys will never even see that was broadcasted on HBO. HBO unless you can find a copy of the full 7-hour pay-per-view like I have. But like I said, they broke everything down Golovkin said or did in the media, all while protecting Canelo. The hand wraps, PEDs, side-by-side pictures of Canelo. Is he bigger? Is he smaller? Making jokes about people that, are accusing him of ever being on, like the guy didn't fucking pop dirty, okay? I felt like I was watching a trial, like some kind of, Canelo Court TV. This was Canelo Court TV, right? It's like fucking Judge Judy up in there, okay? And like these three lawyers, trying to convince the audience that Canelo was innocent. I mean, Max Kellerman was talking about Canelo is whining or winning. Sorry, Kellerman was saying Canelo is winning the story of the fight. He kept talking about, well, Canelo is winning the story of the fight. This is crazy, dude. He said it like 4 times, like throughout the broadcast. Okay, Canelo is winning the story of the fight. I mean, these guys actually came up with a new category on how to score a fight or how to sway a round. Like, if you have a close round, well, who's winning the story of the fight? If you're not sure who to give it to, who's winning the story? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Right? I was like, well, this is new. You got, effective aggression, defense, landed punches, and storytelling apparently is a new way to judge a fight. I mean, this should be a boxing meme. Like, the boxing community should be all over Kellerman. This is crazy. But, here's the thing. I had, like I said, I had Golovkin winning. I'd probably say, man, I don't know, 8-4. I'd say probably 8-4. I don't know. And look, I told you guys, if Canelo wins, I'll give him a full credit. Okay, I'll give him full credit, but I don't give him credit for winning. I simply don't. He did not win that fight. Now I give him credit for doing what a real fighter should do. I give him full credit for doing what a real fighter should do. He stood toe-to-toe. He stood his ground, went toe-to-toe with Golovkin, and did, he showed up, okay? And again, I'm going to be 100% honest in this video. Canelo did more of what he said he was going to do than Golovkin did, okay? So he backed his shit up more than Golovkin. That's why he won the fight. So I guess storytelling can win you a fight because Canelo actually tried to back up what he said, So, but I still had Golovkin winning rounds, okay? Just because Canelo, like I said, he stayed true to his word, more so than Golovkin in my eyes. That's not how you score a fight, okay? That's not how you score fights. Now, in my opinion, I'll be blunt. I think Gennady Golovkin needs to retire. I don't want to see a third fight. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's just useless to me. I just, unless there's some kind of like breaking news, I don't even want to talk about it. Basically, I'm going to focus on other fighters, from here on out, that's, deserves the spotlight, Now, getting back to the fight, I got a little off track there. I thought Triple G, I thought he hurt Canelo multiple times too. There was one time where I felt that Canelo was out on his feet. I think it was like round 10, and I believe he outlanded Canelo 8 out of 12 rounds. So you got Golovkin outlanding Canelo 8 out of 12 rounds, had him out on his feet, at least once, hurt him a couple of times, that kind of thing. So, and at the end, like I said, at the end, when the bell rang, I mean, I was already preparing my video to congratulate Golovkin. I truly felt he won the fight, okay? So, and here's the thing, this doesn't push me away from boxing. It pushes me away from Golden Boy, from Canelo, really, and even Gennady Golovkin, because I'm tired of, these fighters claiming they're going to do something and they get in the ring and they don't do it. Golovkin simply didn't do what he said he was going to do. Maybe he thought he could do it, but realized once he got in the ring he couldn't do it. But I still had Golovkin winning by 1 round, okay, by 1 round. So, and look, and here's the thing, another thing, look, the little Canelo trolls out there, I will let you have your, your 15 minutes of fame, okay? But if you want to ride this victory, go for it, man. Personally, I wouldn't. If you want to ride this victory, be my guessed, but I personally wouldn't. And this does not, I repeat, does not vindicate Canelo. You know, he still cheated. He still used drugs. You know, he's still, you know, acting like a diva, but I will give him 100% respect and credit for what he did in the ring. Okay, it doesn't change, you know, the way I feel about the outcome or even Canelo in the past, but, you know, it doesn't vindicate him. And it's crazy. People are saying, I told you he wasn't on PEDs. It's just like, you know, I hear like crickets in my head, like, the fuck you what you talking about? What? Like, what does this have to do with Canelo using or not using, or cheating or not cheating, or lying or not lying? It has nothing to do with that. Like, these Canelo fans, man, they're absolutely crazy. Now, also, I will make another video going over who had Golovkin winning and who had Canelo winning. From what I can tell, okay, from the accredited media, about 80% of them had Gennady Golovkin winning. Now, how the hell did Eric Gomez know Canelo won before the announcement was made? You got Eric Gomez going up to Canelo, you know, before the fight was over and said you won. You know, I mean, just like the original fight, he went up and said it was a draw. You know, told it, like, how does he know that? I mean, he shouldn't be anywhere near them judges. In fact, it's a rule. You know, he can't be anywhere near when they're scoring and coming up with their final card. How does he know that? How did he know that? I thought that was highly fucking suspect, right? Now, it was just weird to me. Now, look, here's the thing. I'll probably, I understand why HBO is a sinking ship. Okay, to me, it is more apparent today than it's ever been. I mean, they literally went full Judge Judy on Golovkin. I mean, these guys went full Judge Judy last night. Like, seriously, like, I mean, it was court TV. I mean, this should have been on court TV. Like, they were trying so hard to vindicate and justify everything Canelo did and shred apart and discredit anything Golovkin or Abel Sanchez did. It was embarrassing to watch. Okay, embarrassing to watch, you know. Like I said, Canelo out, you know, twice on his feet. Or, you know, he just basically had no legs under him, for what I could tell. He grabbed on, held, and I do believe even Golovkin got caught once, but I don't know if it hurt him or not. I got to go back and watch it. I don't think it would truly hurt him, not like Canelo was hurt. Anyway, you know, outlanding him 8 out of 10 rounds. Golovkin was the more active fighter, outlanding him. I mean, that's how you score a fight. You know, and it's crazy to me that I think Kellerman saw that. He was like, okay, wait a minute. He's outlanding. You know, he's doing this, he's doing that. So, you know, we need to come up with some way, you know, to sway the casual way of thinking. And apparently it is storytelling. Canelo is winning the story of the fight. You know, and I also want to point out, I'm going to end it here. Remember, this was the last fight Canelo had on HBO. Okay, meaning, you know, there was a threat. I guarantee you. And if there wasn't a threat, HBO knows they better give that decision to him, because if they don't, you know, that's it. They're boxing. They might as well just cut the boxing off. They're done. They are literally done. Now, look, where does Golovkin go from here? I really need to think about it. I personally think he should retire. That's my honest opinion. To me, he's just a victim of the politics. And, you know, and another thing, what I like about Golovkin is what he did previous to Canelo. So keep that in mind, Canelo fans. It has nothing really to do with the Canelo fights. You know, my respect I have for Gennady Golovkin as a boxing fan, you know, is pre-Canelo. So really, this doesn't really change anything to me. You know, I mean, this guy, you know, tied Bernard Hopkins' record, you know, 21, whatever title defenses, highest knockout, you know, percentage in middleweight history. You know, just so many things, you know, was a tick away from being the undisputed middleweight champion. And imagine this. Imagine if he would have taken that Billy Joe Saunders road back in the day instead of this Canelo cash train. And that's what happened. So, you know, look, there is disappointment, you know, that I have for Golovkin. You know, I feel like he kind of cashed out. And, you know, I just don't think he showed up. I believe he won because I believe, you know, an older, tired, off Gennady Golovkin still beats a prime Canelo. Unfortunately, that's what I think. Now, in a third fight, who knows? You know what? I literally wouldn't watch it. Like, I just wouldn't watch it. I have no interest in seeing a third fight. I think Golovkin won the first fight, and I think he won the second fight, and that's enough for me. I don't want to see it again. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Leave it below.